Welcome back to another episode of the Score Show. In today's episode, we're going to be predicting the AFC West for the 2024 NFL season. Look at my
I,
boy.
I, I fuck with that. I fuck with that right there. I fuck with that right there. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. You my dog Ben Simmons at the end, though.
Ben Simmons in there, bro. We on football, bro. I'm not gonna get into this.
We gotta get BS in there, man. We got to, but yeah. Today's episode, everybody, we're gonna be going over the AFC West. This is the Kansas City Chiefs division. We're just gonna start off by saying that, but it's still cool to dive into it. Here are our thoughts on it and what we think will happen. What team you want to start off with Nick?
Let's start off with the Chargers.
Chargers Nation, boy. This year could finally be the first year they could make the playoffs, man. Because
I made the playoffs like the year with when Jaguars came back from that 30.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because, bro, I always said as long as this team has Trey Pipkins at right tackle, a playoff team, and they got Joe out this year in the first round, so that's a good thing for them. The offensive line has gotten better. The running game is going to be better. They got John Harbaugh. They got one of the Harbaughs out, I'm guessing.
Jim.
All right, Jim. Okay. All right, but either way, they got Jim. Quentin Johnson, the receiving core, this receiving core is going to need some help. They're going to need a lot out of Quentin Johnston this year because, unfortunately, he's been disappointing to this point of his career. It's only been one season, so it ain't that big of a deal. But Joshua Palmer is a receiver that I like. Ladd McConkey in the draft, when we were going over the receivers, he was a nice slot receiver. I think that he will come in and be an instant impact for the Chargers, and Joshua Palmer is also – Quentin Johnston, he really is just like the ceiling guy because DJ Chark, he is a nice other receiver who we're going to see what he gets to do with Justin Herbert because that deep ball from Justin Herbert, if he could just have somebody who just catches it deep, that's nice for him because right now, Joshua Palmer is that only guy that I see who he could do that with, and Joshua Palmer is not the type of burner that gets down the field like that. So, I don't know. This offense kind of made, but what you think, Nick?
I mean, I like Josh Palmer. He did good last year. Good fantasy wide receiver to pick up if you want like a little like wide receiver 2 or like flex option. He would be a nice wide receiver 2 for that. But other than that, Quentin Johnson, he's got to step up this year. I mean, if he doesn't, offense is cooked. Ladd McConkey, I like a little bit. They also got Brandon Rice, Jerry Rice's son. He got picked in the 7th round. He's trying to show that he could be in there, but we'll see what happens with that. He's not gonna be like his dad, though. He ain't gonna be like his dad. But other than that, offensive line did get bumped up a little bit. I think they lost. They got a little running back room right now. Gus Edwards, J.K. Dobbins basically just took the Ravens running backs at this point. But J.K. Dobbins, I don't know how he's gonna be because he came off a torn Achilles. So we'll see how that goes. And then Gus Edwards is like a good he's a good goal line like a running back if you need to get like touchdown quick, like first like 2 plays after you're on the goal line. Try going with him, get a touchdown. He's a good power back. Other than that, Justin Herbert is Justin Herbert. So overrated to me personally. He's overrated to me, but we'll see what happens. If he does good this year, then I won't put him overrated because of what the weapons he has, not like the past, like where he had Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, and Austin Eckler and shit. But tight end room, Will Disley, Hayden Hurst, this offense is probably gonna be like a bottom 15 offense. Yeah, like 15 and bottom offense like that. I'd say around there.
I don't know because this offense, what I see is consistency out of them. Like you said, Joshua Palmer is a nice wide receiver 2 or 3 because of how consistent he is on the game-to-game basis. Lad McConkey, I think he's gonna be similar to that, like a Cole Beasley type. He's gonna
like a
be
Hunter Renfro type shit. Yeah.
exactly. So he's gonna keep getting open underneath. And Justin Herbert did pretty good with Keenan Allen, he's not like those guys because he's a big behind slot, but he does pretty well with slot receivers. Just we'll see what other receiver pops off for them. They stole the Ravens run game. You're right about that because they even took their offensive coordinator Greg Roman. They just stole the Ravens run game, and they're gonna see what Justin Herbert could do with it because he is a better passer of the football than Lamar Jackson. Like you said that Herbert's overrated. I might agree with that a little bit, but he's still a top 10 quarterback. Like it just put him in conversations. Like people think he's next to Joe Burrow and stuff for some reason. They put him in conversation. Yeah.
Or it puts him next to Joe Burrow. It's true, bro. Joe Burrow's a top 5 quarterback. My personal opinion, he's a top 3 quarterback, but that's for a different day.
I think I agree with you that he's a top 3. I think he is number 3 for me. But Josh Allen number 2. So I know a lot of people don't like that, but my boy Josh Allen. Yeah, this offense is gonna be pretty mid to me, but consistent because they don't have no oomph. Justin Herbert is the oomph. The oomph. Actually, their oomph is their tackle position. Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater. If Joe Alt does what he's capable of, that is a huge thing for them because it will buy more time for those receivers. Because I'm telling you, bro, Trey Pipkins was one of the worst tackles I've ever watched in my life. Like, I'm not even joking, bro. Like, Trey Pipkins was that bad. Or one of the worst starting tackles I've ever seen. Like, as a swing tackle, whatever, I guess. But, man, he should not be starting on
they did cut Corey Linsley, too. I forgot about that. They did cut Corey Linsley.
Yeah, but Corey Linsley, as good as he is, he would always be hurt. Bradley Bozeman basically was their starter. Like, Corey Linsley, the name is good, but, like, and when he did play, he was good. Just we wouldn't play. Bradley Bozeman is at least going to play. I also like Zion Johnson. Like, I like what the Chargers have done. They took in a lot of first-round offensive linemen, and at this point, they may as well just sign one more guy to absolutely solidify this group. They did actually with Alex Leatherwood, who was a first-round pick from the Raiders a couple years ago. He wasn't a first-round talent, though. He was drafted in the first round just because it's the Raiders. But he was a second-round talent, and you could put him at guard because the Raiders were using him wrong, putting him at tackle. So you got you a nice run mauler right there with Alex Leatherwood. He could be another guy who starts for them. This tight end room is chopped though. Like Hayden Hurst, Will Disley, like those are 2 other like guys. Like I said, like no upside, but you know what they are. They just got a bunch of consistent players, I guess.
Yeah.
Onto the defense. Darren James, he was not the same last year, unfortunately. I hope at least he was healthy, which isn't usual for him because he's a special talent. But last year, he just wasn't the same. I don't know if he just wasn't playing as aggressive. I don't know what it was, but Darren James is going to be someone who I have a binocular on this season. Like, he's going to be one of my spotlight players because I want to see how he plays.
Yeah.
Asante Samuel Jr., he was very impressive. And we talked about that Jaguars game where they came back. Ain't that boy had like 3 interceptions that game?
Yeah. I know. Yeah. For like 6 or something.
Yeah, Asante Samuel. I remember that game against the Jaguars. He was balling. You got Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack, he only had like 1 game last year, and he had like 7 sacks in that 1 game. And like it bolstered his whole season, man. Like he's a nice player still, but that 1 game would make you think he was an all-pro. Got Joey Bosa, who another one of those guys, he's really good, but can he stay healthy? I think I saw it for the first time. Joey Bosa, like trade rumors.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that just because of his contract's so big and just like,
yeah,
I feel like it's gonna depend on his if he's gonna be healthy this season or not, and then what he does. If he's not the same Joey Bosa, and he's getting paid that shit ton of money, he's getting moved, bro.
Yeah. What you think about their defense?
Mediocre at best. I mean, you only got Darren James, Asante Samuel, like what you're talking about, Khalil Mack. Denzel Perryman's not a bad linebacker. I mean, he's okay. Junior Colson, I think that's their 2nd round pick that they pick. He's decent too. He's gonna be a good piece for them. Joey Bosa though, yeah, like we were talking about. I don't know about the. I don't know. I like Tui Tapaludu or whatever the hell his last
Yeah,
name is.
yeah.
Defensive line is cooked. I ain't gonna lie. That shit is cooked. I only got Puna Ford. Puna Ford's an okay nose tackle, but he's not even a nose tackle. He's the edge now, bro. Like,
Yeah, they got just a bunch of edge rushers because Bud Dupree, he's nice depth, but another edge rusher. They just got a bunch of edge rushers and no defensive
well, that's
line.
why they got him because Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa be hurt all the time. That's why.
Yeah, yeah,
And they can
yeah.
play next to like if one of them goes down, I would rather put Thule in there though because I just like the upside of Thule better because he's a younger edge rusher. I think he got drafted last season, and then he played for Joey Bosa when he was injured, and Tui didn't have a bad season. So, in my personal opinion, I would put Puna at the nose tackle, but that's not my call here. Yeah, this is like a top 20 defense or below, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This defense is cooked.
Yeah, yeah. What's up, Leaf?
It's good, Leaf.
Yo, what's going on?
No, we doing the AFC predictions. Everybody, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. We got Leaf 4788 in the building, right? 4788, Leaf. Am I right?
Yeah. 4788. Yeah.
All right. Make sure y'all leave a like, comment, subscribe on his page too. What you think about this Chargers team, Leaf?
I think the Chargers team is on the up and up, man, for sure. With Harbaugh at the coach, I think it's almost a sure thing that they're gonna get a playoff game this year. I'm actually going out on a limb. I actually said as soon as they got Harbaugh, I said that the Chargers and the Ravens will be in a playoff game. They will play a playoff game, man. Probably if not this year, then next year. But a lot of quarterbacks in the AFC is on the clock, but Herbert in particular is definitely on the clock. I think we're gonna have to cut it end. We're gonna have to put an end to this Herbert top 5 quarterback talk, man. If he's not producing no wins, if he's not at least getting out of the playoffs, man. Defensively, I think they still solid. I think they got enough. They got enough across the board, man. I think the roster is probably gonna be more in favor of putting pieces and putting weapons around Herbert. The excuses is going to be gone real soon, but I think the Chargers, Herbert is on the clock, man. So a lot, just like a lot of other AFC quarterbacks, man. So I'm not excluding him out of. I'm not making no excuses for him, man. So he gonna have to get something done. They're gonna have to make something shake this year, and I strongly believe that the Ravens and the Chargers will be in a playoff game real soon.
Yeah, the Chargers got to make it first though, but this does look like a promising start of a rebuild. They revamped the offensive line. They got a good quarterback. They got good coaching staff. They got some special players, but they just got to get the role players to fit around them. Where do we think that the Chargers are going to end off this season in the hierarchy of the AFC West?
I think they're gonna be number 2 or 3 easily. I mean, what I've been seeing now too, just thinking about it, Harbaugh's kind of interpreting that that Michigan offense where they're gonna run the ball a lot because they got two pretty good running backs. So I think they're gonna be running the ball a lot more than what we saw a while ago. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of I think that, but I think like 2-3. I mean, I don't see nothing else. They're not beating the Chiefs, bro.
What you think, Leaf?
I would have to agree with everything that was just said. I think, be honest with you, they could get lucky and finish and win the division because I don't think the Chiefs is really gun ho about winning the division. They already proven that they could win on the road. They did that on their way to the Super Bowl this year. It's possible that they could win the division. It's possible that they could even dodge the Kansas City Chiefs. It's possible, but I don't know if it's going to happen or not. Like I said, man, I don't think they could beat the Kansas City Chiefs right now. But between them, the Raiders, and the Broncos, I would have to take the Chargers to do something in that division. So.
Yeah, I'll agree with y'all. The Chargers are the second best team in this division. Only way that they win is if the Chiefs catch an injury bug, unfortunately. But After that, the Chargers, they pretty set at number 2. I don't think they will finish 3 or 4. I think they're just number 2 because we didn't mention it. Cornelius Johnson, their receiver, that's a name that I don't know why I know it, but usually when I know a name, it's for a reason. Cornelius Johnson. Do any of y'all know about him?
I do not. It sounds like a name that I should know, but I do not.
He was drafted in the 7th round this year. His name looks very familiar. We haven't watched NFL in so long that I don't remember stuff, but Cornelius Johnson, I know he was drafted in the 7th round. Name to watch.
That's probably the worst thing about the NFL. It's the longest off season ever, bro. Like it's to the point where you could literally fall out. Like by the time you catch back up and the preseason starts, you thinking to yourself, "Damn, I got to start looking at these rosters again."
Yeah, exactly, bro. It's
like
Bro,
because
it
like
need to
football,
start soon, though, bro. It need to start soon, man. I'm getting
yeah.
sick
But
of
like
this
the
shit.
thing is, like football is easy to keep up with, but like when it's gone, it's hard as hell to keep up with. It's one of those things because the thing is, like when you nosedive in basketball is easy to keep up with. Like it's very very easy because it's always consistent. It's all year round. You got the summer league, then you got the Olympics, then you got FIBA, then you got roster changes, then you got signees.
What?
The NFL offseason will never be what the NBA offseason is.
Yeah,
It will
the
never
trade
be.
deadline.
Yeah, exactly. Trade deadline, like the NFL, like you got to understand depth charts, understand who running 3-4s. There
Yeah,
might be teams
schemes.
that
Yeah.
switched up their coordinators and shit, man. So they might be running something. It's a whole bunch of things with football that you got to be locked in on, bro. Like at the time that it's going on, but when it goes off, it's hard as hell to get back into that.
Yeah. On to the next.
It's one of the hardest sports to keep up with, bro. It's definitely one of the hardest sports.
But it's one of the easiest sports to watch. Like I don't know about it, it's hard to keep up with the rosters, but not keep up with the games because it's only one game. Like.
Oh yeah. The games is easy to keep up with because they all come on one day.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
the thing is, like when you're surfing back and forth between games on a Sunday, you think to yourself, "I'm all right. Okay, I know what I need."
I thought you was trying to come out and had a lady right here.
No, I wasn't trying to come out. Nah, but nah.
Hold on, leave. On to the Broncos. We got the Denver Broncos in the 2024 season. We got a Broncos fan, Nick. Take the mic. What you think about y'all team?
Start of a new era. This is gonna be the start of the Sean Payton era right here. Last year was just just a little experiments going on, keeping the same team that we had for previous years. Now it's definitely this is Sean Payton's team that he's gonna run, bro. Because what's it called? Jared Stidham better not be starting, no, bro. Oh God, he better not be starting. Oof. Not good. Defense, I hope it's gonna be a little bit better than what it was last season. I mean, if we had a better defense last season, I feel like that we could have made a strong push for the playoffs. Because there's a lot of games that we should have won that we didn't because of our defense. So we'll see how that goes. But Bo Nix, I think he's a promising QB. I mean, he's obviously one of the older ones, but we'll see what happens with that. I mean, I don't think they might start him right away, but I'm not too sure. But we'll see what happens. Devontae Williams is a dog. He's got to get over that injury hump. Cortland Sutton's a dog. I really like Troy Franklin too when we were looking at it with Bo Nix. That was a good pair right there. I think that's why they did that too.
Have y'all gotten rid of Judy yet, bro? Because I'm sick of that.
Yeah, we got rid of Judy. He's on Cleveland.
Cool.
He's on Cleveland.
Cool. Because I'm sick of that dumbass juke move that goes nowhere. Every time he does,
bro, we dead ass could have got CeeDee Lamb, bro. I'm dead ass type. We could have dead ass got CeeDee Lamb over him, bro.
That could have got. Yeah, you got to explain that. I'll let you talk that. How you could have got CeeDee Lamb?
Yeah, bro. I was pissed off about that. But Tim Patrick, I hope he stays healthy this year. He was a pretty good wide receiver, but last 2 years he just got injured during training camp. I mean, I don't think he's gonna be same as what he was, but we'll see. Marvin Mims is a promising wide receiver too, with a lot of speed. Hopefully Greg Dulcich stays healthy this year because I really like Greg Dulcich. He's a good tight end receiver. Other than that, offensive line is still looking like the same a little bit, which I'm not mad about. We got Garrett Bowles, Ben Powers, Quinn Miners, and Mike McGlinchey, which if they all stay healthy and they do what they need to do, it's gonna be a pretty good offensive line. Yeah, I don't know who the hell that center is. Sam Musafir. I did not know who that guy is, but whatever. Defense is cooked. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. What you think about the Broncos, Leaf?
I would have to say that defense is extremely fried, bro. Like that shit is a bucket of extra crispy. Like I don't know what the hell is going on with Denver. I guess you could say this is the beginning of the Sean Payton era. Sean Payton. Whatever John Elway does in that front office, I guess he's going to do.
He's not a GM no more.
He's not.
Okay. He's been out the gym for like a couple of years now.
Oh damn! See, you got to see. This is why you got to keep up with football.
Hey, Leaf, I thought you were spitting when you said that. I thought
I mean, my bad, but sorry about that, Nick. Man, this is why Nick is a Broncos fan and I'm not, man. So,
bro, it's all good. I understand because we have not been relevant since 2016 when we won the Super Bowl. So I understand it's okay.
Right. But yeah, man. Yeah, they got a lot of work to do. They got a lot of restructuring to do. We'll see how they continue to rebuild it. As long as they don't get as long as when they do rebuild, they don't get cocky like the Bears. I'm cool, man. I mean, listen, rebuild. Yeah, I'm for a rebuild, man. The Nets is rebuilding, so hey, rebuild.
This Broncos team. Let me take a look. They got Bo Nix, Zach Wilson. So you got two project quarterbacks. Zach Wilson, he has a D on the project, but we'll see if he can make up his grade. But right now, like he's about to fail. Bo Nix, he's ungraded, so we'll see what Bo Nix does. Javonte Williams, I love him, but like Kawhi Leonard, bro. But even worse, like Kawhi Leonard at least got Finals MVP. This man Javonte, like he's so nice, but he's always hurt, bro. Like hopefully he can stay healthy.
Wait, who's that now?
Javonte Williams.
Javonte Williams, right?
Yeah, he's nice. He just always hurt, bro. It's sad.
I mean, that's the letter of the law of football, man. Like, you can't stay healthy.
Yeah. Samaj P. Ryan. He's a nice scat back. Gonna like him. Cortland Sutton is good. Tim Patrick. It's been years for real, Nick. Dang, years. He used to be good. Like a nice deep threat, but they got Marvin Mims, who even worst case scenario, if Tim Patrick doesn't pan out, Marvin Mims been doing solid to me.
Okay, so not to cut you off, but like, do you start Bo Nix or do you go with something else or like what's the deal with is Bo Nix?
Mike, Nick.
Is Bo Nix definitely starting?
I gotta see about that because these are like I don't want to see Zach Wilson at all, to be honest with you.
I mean, me neither. That's the Jets quarterback. You don't want to see him. Come on, now.
Yeah, I don't want to see him, bro.
Then didn't he sat out the season because he had mono or something like that?
He didn't sit out the whole season, but he had mono. He had mono.
Oh my god! How the hell you get mono?
Something, bro.
I guess Bo Nix, man. Yeah.
Hey, man, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, we know what's gonna happen. Y'all gonna be some shit. I mean, but
hey, man, bro, I'm prepared for it. I'm not prepared to have a great season. I'm still gonna watch every single game that they play because I'm a diehard Broncos fan. But like,
what divisions y'all got left, bro? Because I might have missed some divisions.
No, we only did like two. Like NFL is a long ways away still. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro.
All right, and NFC North, I got to get there for that, bro.
Yeah, for sure. I will 100% make sure we don't do the NFC North without you. But
facts.
The receiving core, they got Sutton. He could be an X. Marvin Mims, I like him as a deep threat. Troy Franklin, I love him as like your Z where you can move him around, especially with Bo Nix. I think that should be the starting three, and then you slowly bring Tim Patrick in. Like you bring Tim Patrick in for like when you need somebody to run a deep play real quick and just let him come in like gradually. Josh Reynolds, though, he is a consistent X receiver. Like he's a role player, but he's an X. Even though X is important, he's like a 75 overall at it, like 76 overall at it. But that's still good because Josh Reynolds is pretty decent. So whenever Cortland Sutton wants to sit, you could put Josh Reynolds in at his position. Receiver core, it makes sense. Not talented, but it makes sense. I like Troy Franklin a lot, though. I think he is going to end off this year pretty highly. He would have got drafted higher if it wasn't for like off the field antics. When you watch Troy Franklin, that boy nice, but other stuff got him down a little bit. Greg Dulcich, I see he's the tight end too. Is that correct, Nick? Would you want him at tight end too?
I put him at tight end 1 just because he's a Adam Trotman is like kind of like a blocking tight end mostly, but Greg Dulcich has better. He's a better route runner and a better. Yeah, I'd rather have Greg Dulcich there, but he's been hurt, bro. He just keeps on constantly getting hurt.
Yeah. This is another team that I see that they are invested in the offensive line. They have a good player at every position but center. I don't know, or center, I just don't know him, but I know Quinn Myers is good. Mike McGlinchey is good. Garrett Bowles is great, and Ben Powers might be great too. Matt Parrott, he was a Giants starting right tackle. He's better than Evan Neal. He's a good swing tackle. So if one of your tackles get hurt, you're going to see Matt Parrott. He's going to be like the biggest guy on the field. He's 6'8", 300-something pounds, and he's a good swing tackle. He's probably one of the best swing tackles in the league. That's crazy because he was a decent to bad starter on the Giants. But off the bench, he'll be good. On the defense, they got Zach Allen. He's a decent, defensive lineman. DJ Jones, again, decent. John Franklin Myers, he fell off on the Broncos. I loved him on the Jets. One of the best run stoppers, but he still is good, even though he fell off on the Broncos.
No, he just got traded to the Broncos. He literally just got traded this season.
Oh, he literally? Wait, so where was John Franklin
Jets.
Myers? So he just fell in the depth chart. Okay. Because they D-line is crazy. So, yeah, John Franklin Myers, one of the best run stoppers the year before, and he is a real good run stopper. Jonathan Cooper, don't know about him a lot. Jonah Ellis, he got drafted this year from a red team. He plays somewhere where they're red.
Utah Utes.
Ohio?
No, Utah.
Oh, Utah. Utah is red, yeah. So he played on the team with red jerseys. Alex Singleton is decent. I like him. Cody Barton, I also like him. He came from the Commanders. Cody Barton is legit like a Mike linebacker who could lead that group a little bit. I know he played like Bobby Wagner, but way worse, type beat. Baron Browning, he came to the y'all edge group is
man, Bobby Wagner used to be cold, bro. Damn.
Yeah, Bobby Wagner used to be great. He's one of the best linebackers of all time, bro.
For real, he was I swear, man, them Seattle teams was annoying.
Yeah.
Bro. I never liked Seattle, bro. I mean, for obvious reasons. But.
I mean, well, listen, look, I'm a Packer fan, bro. You already know what my reasons is, bro. That LOB era was just that was annoying, bro. That was just an annoying era.
Y'all should have won that game, bro. Seattle got.
Oh, you mean the game where Eddie Lacy, bro, got too fat for cheese? Yeah, I remember that.
Bro, he was so good his rookie season, bro.
And then Clinton Dix dropped a easy interception. Yeah, I remember that. How could I forget that? How could I forget that? Yeah.
Y'all was up too. Y'all was about to win that shit, and then they came back.
Bro, we lost that game while I was on the train on my way home from work. I was watching the game and I was like, bro, I couldn't. Somehow I knew we was gonna mess that game up, and then I came in the door, and then my dad called me. He was like, "Yo, what happened? Yo," I'm like, "Bro, I didn't even watch it, bro." Like, come on, bro. I didn't even watch the fourth quarter and overtime. I'm like, whatever. Then they tried to make Russell Wilson the history, the hero in the Super Bowl, and we all seen how that ended up. So.
That ended up.
I'm glad y'all got rid of Russell Wilson, man. He's a fake leader.
Thank God, bro. Thank God.
He's a fake leader. He's a
Marcus
fake leader.
Smart.
Yeah. Just Marcus Smart, man, with more success, bro. That's what he is, man. Fake leader.
You know what it was, bro? It was just, bro, he got on that team was just stacked, bro.
That's what it was.
Any quarterback could have did that realistically.
Any quarterback. Y'all could have had what was it? Y'all could have had John Deck do that, bro. Come on. Oh
All right.
man, I could have Sam Darnold do that.
Either way, the edge group on this team is very interesting because a lot of these got Baron Browning when he got drafted from Alabama, I believe. Baron Browning, I remember him in the draft process. He was a Mike linebacker, and the Broncos they just tested him out at edge rusher, and he got like 8 sacks last year. I mean, hey, if he gonna just get 8 sacks at a more valuable position, and he really smart in the run game, you may as well put him at edge because he's going to be a really good run defending edge. And if he can get 8 sacks, that's productive. Nick Bonito, he's a great edge rusher, like not in the run game, but he's a good pass rusher. And then Ronnie Perkins, the same thing, designated pass rushers. So on third down, they got a lot of edge rushers who can just be designated pass rushers because the defensive line got a bunch of run stoppers. So it makes sense, like schematic wise. Levi Wallace is cool. Caden Stearns, I remember I loved him in the draft process, and he got drafted late. And the fact that he's a starter now, hey, shout out to my boy Caden Stearns, bro. Brandon Jones, he came from the Dolphins. Don't know how he's doing. Pat Surtain, I feel bad for you, man. Hey, you a part of the intro. You a Broward baby, man. Man, my boy Patrick Surtain, best corner in the league for real, but you can't tell when he's on this team. No offense, Nick.
I feel like Mars dropping lot of knowledge, bro, on a lot of these edge rushes and these defensive pieces that y'all got, bro. Like somehow, some way, they're still gonna be trash. Like
schematically they fit. Like I'm saying, schematically they fit. It's just talent we're gonna see. You know, it makes sense.
Because I think the way all in all, the way that your edge rushes work is that your defensive line has to put pressure. You know what I'm saying? So like whatever you rushing, whether it's 3 or 4 or however many you rushing, bro, like that really opens up the lanes for your edge rushers. Your edge rusher got to be pretty damn good for a terrible D line, on a terrible D line for him to go off and go crazy and get edge rushing sacks and make plays off the edge. You know what I'm saying?
Not a terrible D line. I'd say it's a lot better than what the Chargers got, but. I mean, you got run stoppers like Zach Allen, DJ Jones, and John Franklin Myers that you got on the defensive line to stop the run, and then you got the edges.
Right. If you can stop the run, that's a recipe. But you still got to work from there because if you can stop the run, that's more consistent down the stretch. In like close games. But if you can stop the run, that's a good formula. But the defensive line still has to put pressure on the on like to be able to pass rush as well too. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah. I agree with you on that.
Where do y'all think that this team will end off at the end of the season in the hierarchy?
I got them like 5 wins.
But like in this division, you think like the Chargers? You think they're gonna finish second? Where do you think the Broncos gonna be third, fourth, first?
The Broncos, I got them. If they could get third, depending on how shit the Raiders are, bro, I think they could get third.
This is the not experimental year. This is just a rebuild. So I'm gonna go. We're dead last in the division.
And I'm gonna go third. Honestly, if third or second, if the Chargers upset us somehow, like they always do.
Shit, yo, let me get back to work, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all.
All right, man, be safe. Okay. But Broncos team, it makes sense. The Chargers team makes sense too. Like the teams make sense. At that point, it's just production and what they do. Because I don't know what Bo Nix is capable of. I trust Justin Herbert more than Bo Nix. You know,
yeah, obviously, Bo Nix is raw talent, bro. He's a raw talent. I mean, I feel like he's probably one of the more seasoned quarterbacks coming into the league right now from the draft. So I mean, I'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, I hope it's good things. I hope we drafted a good quarterback because we could have got something better if not.
Because if you did draft a good quarterback, you have a better receiving group than the Chargers. You have a better or a O-line that matches up with the Chargers and a defense that fits more than the Chargers. It's just the quarterback position. We know the Chargers have a top 10 quarterback, and you got to respect that. So I'm going to put the Broncos third and the Chargers second. On to the next team. We're gonna talk about the Kansas City Chiefs. We could just pencil them in at number one, honestly, because we only have 1-4 left. And this team, oh man, I talked about if the injury bug could mess them up. If Patrick Mahomes goes out, they do got Carson Wentz now. I forgot about that. I ain't saying Carson Wentz all that, but as a backup quarterback with Andy Reid, boy, you better be able to like be decent, you know. Yeah, Isaiah Pacheco, he took off, and Isaiah Pacheco is the exact reason they should have never took Clyde in the first round because they just took Isaiah Pacheco late as hell, and he fit better. He's faster. Like Clyde is just I don't know how I feel about Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I don't. Rashee Rice, he has a lot of legal stuff going on right now.
He's probably gonna be suspended like 5 or 6 games. He's probably 5 or 6 games.
I just hope he makes it to the season. All right, I just hope he's there for the playoffs at this point because I don't know what's going on with Rashee Rice. I seen he got in trouble again. I think.
Yeah, he got in trouble twice already.
Yeah, so you know you let go of Tyreek Hill because he ain't like the off field antics, and then you get Rashee Rice. You know,
they got a lot of off field antics going on right now with them, bro. It's not good.
I mean, they on the spotlight a lot too, so you know they people watching them a little closer than other teams. I'll say that, but they also doing stuff for sure because you got Travis Kelce, fucking the biggest pop star in the world. You got Rashee Rice keep going to jail, crashing Lamborghinis. Like I don't get it. You got Patrick Mahomes. It's never him. It's always his circle doing stuff around him, like. Yeah, you do got some stuff with this team for sure off the field, but they always figure it out. They're a great team. Andy Reid's a great coach, a great leader. Even their defensive coordinator, Steve Spagnuolo, he keeps improving, man. That defensive coordinator, bro, if he stays loyal to the Chiefs and never wants to like get a head coaching job, he is a scary defensive coordinator now because they gave him time to like improve. Now you got Patrick Mahomes, Pacheco, like I mentioned, Marquise Brown and Xavier Worthy got added to this receiving room, bro. Like they won a Super Bowl and added Marquise Brown and Xavier Worthy. Like,
I don't think Xavier. You keep on hyping him up like that, but I don't think he's gonna be what everybody's expecting him to be, bro.
The thing is,
I'm gonna tell you why. He's 165 pounds.
The thing is,
165 pounds.
I'm expecting him to be McCole Hardman. I'm not expecting nothing out of him. McCole Hardman, you know, like he ain't nothing.
They got McCole Hardman. They already got McCole Hardman.
They got 3 of them now. They got 3 of him now, bro. Like if McCole Hardman gets hurt, they're still going to be able to do jet sweeps to Xavier Worthy now. Xavier Worthy, it's not the talent of him, it's the threat of him. Like you know how the Chiefs, like in the backfield, they always like motion people. You even though Xavier Worthy's not a good receiver, you have to respect that. Cornell Powell. If you motion him, you don't care as much. But Xavier Worthy, you have to respect that, and he's gonna get Travis Kelce open because of that. And if you could have the 4th best receiver on your team have gravity, that's a good thing. I don't think he's gonna ever be a top 10 receiver though. If he is, that's crazy. If he is a top 10 receiver, that's fucked up because his quickness and shit. But it's all about him just being a role player. You got Kadarius Toney, who's terrible, trash. He's bad. Kadarius Toney, you're going to be out of the league, and you keep talking shit about the Giants. You're going to be out of the league soon, buddy. Travis Kelce's good. Noah Gray, is he the other tight end that I liked on the? Yeah, they do have a tight end who they've been working on. And yeah, Noah Gray's been pretty nice. Offensive line is cool. I remember after that Super Bowl where they lost to the Bucks because their whole O-line got hurt. The boys said never again. We paying these boys, and their interior is nice, but their tackles. Jawan Taylor. Who was it? Jawan Taylor that kept getting those false starts last year. Yeah, Jawan Taylor. You on watch? You on fraud watch? But we'll see what happens with him. Wanya Morris. Yeah, their tackle group is very like mid. They had Donovan Smith at left tackle last year. That's what's different. Yeah, Donovan Smith was actually pretty nice. So we'll see what happens with their tackles, but their interior is probably the best in the NFL. And having an interior helps you out with the run game a lot. What's your thoughts about the Chiefs offense, Nick?
What's my thoughts? What are my thoughts, bro?
This is a Broncos fan, so I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you.
Shit, bro. I mean, I'm getting tired of this shit, bro. I mean, who the hell is not getting tired of this besides the Chiefs fans? Like, I don't know who enjoys this shit besides Chiefs fans, bro.
To be honest, I do.
I don't know how, but whatever, bro. I can't, bro. Like realistically, bro, this is why everybody hated the Patriots, and soon everybody's gonna start hating the Chiefs, bro. It's already starting. A lot of people are hating the Chiefs already, bro. It's already getting to that point where everybody's starting to hate the Chiefs. It's just I mean, congrats to them, bro. Y'all finally did something in your existence as a franchise, finally. So, congrats to you guys. Pat Mahomes, fuck with you, bro. Best quarterback in the league. Yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, Chiefs offense is nice. They got Andy Reid coaching them up. Yeah, we all know about the Chiefs offense. We don't got to talk about them too much. The big changes for this team is their defense. They let go of Buddy Sneed. Yeah, they let go of Sneed.
Sneed. Yeah.
But like I said, bro, they defensive coordinator. He's been very promising, and when you give him talent like Kelvin Joseph, who the only reason that is another guy off field stuff. The only reason Kelvin Joseph is where he is right now in his NFL career is off the field stuff. Because in college he dropped because of that, and I believe he had something happen with the Cowboys too, and that's why they let him go. Because they're like, we drafted you, you had character issues, and like you gonna come here and have character issues. He's another Kadarius Toney. If you go to the best team in the NFL and you still don't get your act right, you're out of here. Like this is last chance. This is last chance because he's really good, but we'll see what he do. Jalen Watson, I think that's the reason they let go of him. With Jerry Sneed, they know what they have in Jalen Watson. Trent McDuffie's another elite corner. Like I look at Jerry Sneed and Trent McDuffie in the same light. Like they both pretty similar, very good. And Steve Spagnuolo helped develop both of those guys who coming into the NFL, they weren't viewed the way that they came out. And Joshua Williams, he's been pretty decent too. Like their whole DB, they all been producing more than we thought they would, and I think a lot of that goes to Chris Jones. Chris Jones, man, he's the best defensive lineman in the NFL, bro. He be creating havoc on that D line, and the Chiefs got him like role players around him that could help. So when you do double him and triple him, you got Derek Nottie, who's solid. George Karlaftis, who he's been getting better. Uzama, they drafted him at edge. He's been getting better. Mike Dana, he's always been solid. He's nothing special, but they got them some players, and their linebacking core is kind of what puts them over the top to me. Leo Chanel and Nick Bolton are two really good linebackers.
Drew Tranquil too.
Drew Tranquil. Yeah, they got good linebackers. Yeah, this team is nice, bro. Yeah, I can see why you wouldn't want to talk about it too much, but before we wrap up the Chiefs, what you think about their defense?
It's solid, it's solid. I mean, it's not. It's never always like a top 5 defense, but they always got a good enough defense to like where they make it far in the playoffs every single time because like the defense helps them out a lot. Because you could even see like if it's not for the defense, bro, I don't think the Chiefs would have that as many Super Bowls as they got right now, bro.
Yeah, and you said they never top 5. Last year, they were number 1 or 2. It was them and the Ravens. Like Steve Spagnuolo has gotten that much better, bro. Like this defense is starting to become a problem with the way that these corners keep outproducing what we think that they're gonna do. And these linebackers, they stop the run. They stop the run, and whenever they do have to pass, you have Chris Jones like in the back of the quarterback's head. Like this team is tough, man. They only getting better, which is crazy because the defense is only improving with Steve Spagnuolo improving as a defensive mind. Like the start of the Chiefs, Nick, are still at the start. I'm so serious. This is the beginning. I understand we a couple Super Bowls in, but this is the beginning. Like Patrick Mahomes, he is heads above shoulders better than the second quarterback in the NFL. Like it's not even close to, in my opinion. Like he's clearly better than Josh Allen. Maybe if Joe Burrow is healthy, that's who the
That's a
conversation is.
conversation. That's a
Yeah,
conversation.
yeah, but like Joe Joe Burrow ain't healthy, you know? And holy man. Also, Joe Burrow, he is around the same age as Patrick Mahomes. Like Patrick Mahomes did like start playing before him, so like he got a couple years on him too, like playing wise.
I think he got drafted a year before Josh Allen got drafted,
Like
and he didn't start the first year. He started the year that Josh Allen came in.
Yeah, but Joe Burrow is 27 already. Patrick Mahomes is 28. Yeah. Josh Allen is 28. Like Joe Burrow was an old, like he was one of the older players that got drafted, and like it just goes to show you like what type of like level Patrick Mahomes is. Like you would think that Joe Burrow is way younger than Patrick Mahomes, but they literally born at the same year, bro. And like, nah, I can't even say Joe Burrow could like improve a lot because, bro, they about the same age. About the same age, bro. Joe Burrow could improve, so could Mahomes, man. Like, yeah, bro. Them boys are. Mahomes is Michael Jordan, bro. Tom Brady, bro. Man, that's why I told you I like watching the Chiefs because I'm at the point where my teams suck. I may as well enjoy watching Michael Jordan, you know, because like sometimes I think like, what if I got to watch Michael Jordan play in the NBA? You know, I'm watching it in the NFL, bro. Because look, even a special teams is nice. Like we didn't talk about any other team special teams. Xavier Worthy is a great return man. Like he was Texas return man. Like they got Xavier Worthy returning shit. They got Harrison Buckner, who we know is a good kicker, and this Matt Ariza guy, is he a question mark? Like, did he? Is there something I want to talk about him? Yeah.
He was the punter with the
yeah.
He had something going on with him.
Yeah, they dropped the suit though, so they dropped it. So okay.
He's a really good punter though too, bro.
So look, they even they special teams, bro. Like they don't miss anywhere, bro. Like these are tryhards. You know you're a tryhard once you start improving your special teams in the draft, bro.
Only thing that's gonna stop them this season is probably the off field stuff that's going on with all of them and shit. So that would be the only way to stop them, and also the if the injuries start catching up to them, you know what I'm saying? Like how do injuries caught up to the Warriors?
Yeah. But all right, so let's live in a world where Travis Kelce regresses a little bit, Rashee Rice is suspended, and their tackles get worse. They still improve the wide receiver room a lot, man. And the interior of that offensive line is still really good. And that means they're always going to have a run game with better receivers. And even if Travis Kelce regresses, like on some Madden shit, let's say he's a 99 right now. If he regresses, he's going to regress to like an 89 worst case scenario, you know? Like Travis Kelce, even if he regresses, bro, he's still going to be like a top 10 tight end.
Yeah, but they relied so heavily on Travis Kelce in that offense, though.
I think that's why they got all those receivers. I think they're aware of that. Like, I think that's why they were supposed to get all these receivers, and that's what they did, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I agree with you, but like these boys keep doing the right thing.
With them, bro. I can't deal with the Chiefs no more, bro.
They do all the right stuff. I mean, contract negotiations, they do the right stuff. Fuck, dude, some teams are just you know, are the blueprint. Like the Chiefs are the blueprint right now. Everybody's going to start to build a team like the Chiefs, man. And we talked about how the Chiefs have like a gap from the number 1 and number 2 quarterback. All of these people paying their quarterbacks like they Patrick Mahomes, man, and like we don't even think Josh Allen on Patrick Mahomes level or Joe Burrow. So imagine like Trevor Lawrence getting paid more than him now. Like Jaguars, I don't know how you can build a team around that.
Pat Mahomes set the market, bro. He set the market. He reset the market.
Yeah, we talked about it last year. He makes sure he sets the market every year. Like he makes sure every year that y'all boys better pay them quarterbacks, man, because that's tough. It's tough, man. But shout out to the Chiefs for real. We on to the last team of the division, the least important team of the division, the Las Vegas Raiders. Dude, what are they doing, man? I don't know.
I do not know what they're doing at quarterback. Like I understand that their next pick was probably going to be Bo Nix if the Broncos didn't take him. That's why the Broncos took him at the pick that they took him at. But still, bro, like dude, you could have went out and signed Kirk Cousins or something. I understand Kirk Cousins with the injuries and shit, but like you gotta do a lot better than this.
I ain't gonna lie.
What's up?
Sorry to cut you off. I'd rather have Aiden O'Connell than Kirk Cousins because at least Aiden O'Connell's a nice young quarterback, fresh legs. While Kirk Cousins, he's 38 with a torn Achilles, bitch. Like, at least Aiden O'Connell, if he's bad, you're gonna have a high pick next year. You know, you just let him ride at this point, Aiden O'Connell, because like when that new coach came, he did pretty decent. Like he wasn't nothing special. The thing is, Gardner Minshew is better than him, but what's the direction if you put Gardner Minshew in? Like he's a top 20 quarterback, top 25 quarterback. Okay, you're gonna be a bottom 5 team. You may as well just let Aiden O'Connell be a top 30 quarterback and at least tank, or he could surprise us. You know, Gardner Minshew though, he should be someone. I don't like this team for him. I think he's too good, honestly, but he's not gonna have an opportunity to show that. I think Gardner Minshew is a guy who should be a backup quarterback on a good contending team in case like Jalen Hurts gets hurt or something. But unfortunate for him. But say what you're gonna say, Nick.
Yeah, I think they're more gonna rely on Aiden O'Connell, and then like I feel like it is a lot of these teams are just paying like the backup quarterbacks because of what the injuries have been happening lately to quarterbacks and everything like that. So you just always want a backup quarterback for Aiden O'Connell, and also if he does not pan out to be good, like then they're just gonna switch him out for Gardner Minshew, and then just pray they get a good draft pick, and then go from there. You know.
Yeah, I get that, but like me personally, what I would do is if Aiden O'Connell isn't good, I would just trade Devontae Adams before he nukes his value and just tank, bro. And we going for who? I don't know who's in this quarterback class. What is it like? Carson Beck, some name like that?
Carson Beck, Shadur.
Right. Hey, we take it. We tanking, bro. At that point, if Aiden O'Connell's bad, like he probably will be, just start tanking, man. Like, what else can you do? Like, that's the point of a roster building you at.
Yeah.
Their offense is kind of funny. They got Zamir White. They got Alexander Madison. And Alexander Madison, I'm sorry. Like, I'm just testing you as a man. I'm sorry I'm doing this, but you complained that people were in your DMs saying that you played bad last year and you thought about, committing suicide, which isn't something you should do. But yeah, you played bad last year. Turn up. Well, what you over here crying for? Talk about bro, just play better. You don't got to do that. Don't get in your own head and say that. Just play basketball and hold on to the football. You fumbled the ball a lot. Take accountability for that and become better. Like, you don't got to like cry on the internet and say that you want to kill yourself, you off yourself. Come on, bro. Don't do that, man. Receiver position. Devontae Adams is nice. Jacoby Myers is nice. Michael Gallup. Oh, I ain't even know they got him. Jalen Guyton. I mean, Guyton. DJ Turner's a receiver now.
No, it's a different DJ Turner. DJ Turner is the Bengals corner.
Oh, okay, yeah. So a different DJ Turner. I was gonna say he gonna be. They just say, hey, you fast and you can't guard a receiver. But yeah, this receiving group is pretty nice. Jacoby Myers is nice. Michael Gallup is cool. Jalen Guyton is cool. They don't need
Bowers and Michael Mayer.
Yeah, they don't even need Devontae Adams. Why are you wasting him? Yeah, your receiving core is cool, man. Don't waste my boy Adams. Stop.
They probably got the receiving core in the AFC West right now.
That's honestly what I was thinking. I was thinking we should rank their receivers because it's either them or the Chiefs.
I'd still put Devontae Adams. I think Jacoby Myers is a little bit better than Marquise Brown right now. Got two pretty good tight ends. Obviously, it's not going to match Travis Kelce. So you already got two wide receivers there, and then the tight end. But you got two good, better tight ends, and then
Yeah. But how I look at it, like I would like if I was to put their receiving groups together, I would like have Devontae Adams versus Travis Kelce, just because like we know who the actual number one options are. And I am still taking Adams, but it's not as much of a clear as Rashee Rice and Devontae Adams, like Travis Kelce Adams is pretty close. What else? You got Rashee Rice and Jacoby Myers, which I think is pretty close. Then you have Michael Mayer and Hollywood Brown. I honestly would go Hollywood Brown.
Yeah.
So like those two receiving corps are pretty close with each other, and this Raiders offensive line is not bad. Colton Miller, he's all pro type. JPJ is really good. After that though, Cody Whitehair, I don't remember. He used to be good. Andres Pete used to be good. I don't know how they doing now. So we'll see. I think Andre James is pretty solid. I don't really know too much about this Raiders offensive line though, but what you think about their offense in total?
Not a bad offense. I feel like the running game is going to be very bad. So they're going to rely heavily on the passing game, and I feel like that's why they got so many weapons, because they're going to be relying on the passing game a lot more. Because they didn't want to pay Josh Jacobs for some reason, which I was just like, yeah, okay, whatever you want to do. But yeah, other than that, offensive line, got Colton Miller. They just drafted Jackson Powers Johnson. We'll see how he does. Andre James ain't too bad, but other than that, offensive line is probably one of the worst in the division too. Yeah, I mean, it's a solid offense. I'd probably put this offense, like, if they had a better quarterback, I'd put it a little bit higher. But I think this is like one of like the probably like a top, like the 2 or 3 for this division, like a 2 or 3 offense for this division.
Thing is, they have the worst offensive line in this division, and they also have the worst quarterback. I'm honestly going to get this offense last just because I think those two things are very important. Like, Aiden O'Connell is easily the worst quarterback in this division, man. Or actually, I can't say easily.
Can't say Bo Nix yet because we don't know.
Yeah, that's why I can't say easily, but like, I think he probably will because I do like Bo Nix. I think he was better in college than Aiden, but some players are better in the NFL, especially with these receiving talents he got. Wouldn't be shocked. But the offensive play calling too. Luke Getsy, I'm totally out on him after he showed me that he's willing to push agendas. Like, as a coach, you should not push an agenda. And they purposely stopped giving Josh Jacobs the ball. Like, they wanted to prove their point. They wanted to not pay him. They stopped giving him the ball. That's crazy. And they also knew they were moving on from him. So, like, they wanted to, like, start giving Zamir White his touches because, they have to think about themselves and think about next season. But come on, man. Josh Jacobs is better than Zamir White. What are we doing? I don't know why they gave Zamir White all. I know why, but, like, come on, man. Like, you pushing agendas as a coach fan. Onto the defense, though. They got Max Crosby, who's nice. Christian Wilkins, that is a nice pickup. Tyree Wilson, he's a bust. I'm sorry. Like, I know we're only a year in, but, like, the fact people were calling him edge rusher 1. Look, when I go and grade players in the draft, I'm not that good at edge rusher. Like, I don't know what I'm looking for, But Tyree Wilson, I know one thing: he was not the best. Like, he was not better than Will Anderson. Like, I don't understand why people. Either way, Will Anderson got drafted before him, so I guess I can't say that it was the consensus. But like, Tyree Wilson was not good to me, bro. Like, he wasn't. I don't know, man. But he got drafted highly. Devon Dabalo, I remember him. He's pretty decent. Robert Spillman, he's pretty decent. Their linebacking core is not that bad. Jack Jones. I'm higher on Jack Jones than other people. I know that. But he is a Patriots corner, so you got to be scared of that. But he was one of the Patriots corners that stood out without Bill Belichick, surprisingly. And I think he could. I might be wrong. Is he the one that could play on both sides of the ball? I might be wrong. Jack Jones touchdown. I'm going to search that up real quick to see if I'm right. But like I said, Jack Jones is pretty decent in my opinion. He got 2 pick sixes. I can't find it, so I might be wrong. But either way, Jack Jones, in my opinion, is a good corner. Trayvon Mulreg, he was the guy who was a part of the Alex Leatherwood draft class. Who he went in the second round, which is very surprising. Great draft pick by the Raiders. They don't do that much, so gonna salute y'all when y'all do it. Marcus Epps, decent. He's cool. Nate Hobbs, another guy who I like on the Raiders cornerback group. I like Jack Jones and Nate Hobbs. Nate Hobbs is a great nickelback, and Jack Jones is a nice cornerback too. They do need to find them a CB1. I remember you were mocking them a CB a lot. They do need a CB1, but they got role players there. They'll find that eventually. Jakarian Bennett, he's a nice project that they're just going to work with a little bit. But yeah, this defense isn't good, but the defensive line is mid at least.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna be doing your defense is gonna be decent with Max Crosby in it regardless. So, he's top 5 pass rusher in the league. Christian Wilkins is a good defensive tackle. He'll get you some sacks and some big time stops too. So I mean, it's gonna get you going. And then other than that, but I mean, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't really like this defense either.
Yeah. Defense isn't good. I'll agree with you, and that's the reason why we do have this team finishing 4th in the division. So,
I got them finishing 3rd because that's the Broncos are still going to be worse. But
okay, so you're just a fan. You're just a fan that has low expectations. That's cool. I can understand.
I'm not going into the season like last season. Oh, we could maybe make a playoff push. Then I was just like, all right, whatever. I'm fine with the rebuild right now. I think we needed it. Yeah. See how
good start of the rebuild. Got you a quarterback who you gonna see what you can do with him. Got you offensive line. Got you some receiving talent.
I mean, if we beat expectations this season, I feel like we're gonna go all in next season.
I mean, yeah, that's possible because Sean Payton, he is on the older side and he's a really good offensive mind, or he's gonna show us if he still is that. Because last year, in my opinion, he was pretty good. Russell Wilson wasn't bad. It just he does have too much off-field antics to be a role player. Like if he's not a star player, you can get out the locker room for real, bro.
I feel like Bo Nix could be like what we were talking about that one day. I was thinking Bo Nix could be like that next like Drew Brees type quarterback for Sean Payton.
Yeah, Drew Brees is a top 10 quarterback of all time. So like it is super high expectations, but you mean the play style, like
the play style, yes.
Yeah.
Because Bo Nix doesn't really throw the deep ball like that. I mean, Drew Brees really never threw the deep ball like that too. It was a lot of slants and a lot of play actions and stuff of that nature. With decent wide receivers. So I mean, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and then like you said, Troy Franklin, or like we said, Troy Franklin is really good, and he works underneath, and he has chemistry with him. And Sean Payton is really good at calling stuff for underneath plays. And if Javonte Williams can stay healthy, that's the key to success for this team. Because I do like Samaje Perine, but as a scat back, like as a running back too, he's one of the best running back twos in the league.
Yeah,
but he has to be a running back too. If the depth chart can just stay the way it is, the team makes sense. It makes sense. It just, is it talented? Nah, but it makes sense at least. So that's step one. So can you hold on. Man, we don't do shorts at all. Like, I don't even know how to ask these questions, but if you're still tuned in to this episode, thank you for tuning in to episode 144. For the rest of this episode, we'll be doing shorts. So yeah. Yeah, make sure y'all leave a follow on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Subscribe on that page. Yeah, we ain't doing too many shorts. We only gonna do what we think the division gonna be like. But I want to show off the new little templates. You feel me?
No little templates, you know what I'm saying?
Gotta show off a little bit. Who do you think? Or damn, how do I even ask? How do you? I'm chopped. I'm washed. Predict. Oh man, predict the Predict the AFC West. Oh, that sounded bad. Hey Nick, come on, you can do better than me at this point. That sounded bad. Who will be the top 4 teams in the AFC West?
Or rank the 4 teams in the AFC West.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We could do that, don't mind.
Rank the AFC West.
All right, so got Chiefs number 1, Chargers number 2, Raiders number 3, and Broncos number 4.
All right, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs number 1, the Chargers number 2, the Broncos number 3, and the Raiders number 4. And yeah, that's it. That'll be it for today's episode. Yes, it was that hard to ask the question, guys. All right, I'm sorry it was that hard. And yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. We'll see when the next time we do an NFL episode, but hopefully y'all enjoyed. And we're gonna have a lot of these coming out soon because NFL started back up, NBA's gone. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching and have a nice day. God bless.